not unpacking nothing right now. I got so many packages to go through. I'm not opening nothing right now. I'm taking a couple days off, so you're just gonna sit there. Oh my god, I have so much mail. I'm not even gonna look at it right now. But my neighbors got me something while I was gone. They always write notes on the cutest stuff for me. Like, they don't even have a cat. How did they get this sticky? Oh my god, so sweet. What is it? This man be having so many business trips. He just be all over the world. Thailand. Oh, nice. Cookies from Thailand. Ooh, I'm gonna destroy these. Macadamia nut. Oh, macadamia butter. Oh, even more fancy. Yes. How sweet. Oh, I love my neighbors. Like, if I ever move from Kamakura, I gotta take all of them with me. Like, come on, y'all. We going over here. I need to go say thank you. Who knows how long this has been outside, because I've been gone for a minute. Back on my little morning mocktail. It's basically, I just add in collagen peptides. This is a good one so far, but then again, do we know about anything? And some creatine. I stopped taking creatine when I stopped working out, but like, creatine is actually so good for your brain. It doesn't just have to do with working out and building muscle. It's actually really good for you. 2 different doctors actually mentioned it, and that's when I was like, oh yeah, it does a lot more than build muscle. So anyways, I'm back on this. I was already considered a super outdoorsy person, but after what happened, it didn't matter what I was doing. I wanted to be outside even more, as much as possible. I was in the middle of so many different projects, like completing the renovations for the house that I bought in Kyoto. There were a lot of small little decisions that needed to be finalized, like deciding on the wallpaper. We were so close to being finished, but now there's definitely gonna be a delay. Just gotta pick up where I left off with everything, and even if I have to start all over from scratch, I will get there. Like, I basically needed to restart my whole fitness journey. I had to contact my personal trainer so that I can update her on everything that just happened.
Wait a second.
I know.
I'm not over this yet. Wait, what?
While I was in California, I had my trainer make some adjustments to my current workout plan. So yeah, I had a little break there with my workouts.
Understandable, but also not, because what the heck was that about?
Actually, I'm glad that we were having this like catch up, because I'm kind of like traumatized from being in a box all day long. So I would like you to change my workouts. I'd like to do my workouts outside for a little while. I mean, it's spring, the weather's nice. I don't even want to be inside in a room.
We'll get you outside in the sun with the air.
My trainer Jill is amazing and so supportive.
We'll get that set up for you. I can get that ready to go like as soon as possible.
Whenever something in my life changes, she always makes adjustments so that I can keep going instead of just falling off when things are no longer working for me. I met her through this app called Trainwell, which I've been using for a really long time to help me to stay consistent with my workouts. It's so much more than just an app, and I am so grateful to them for sponsoring this video. Trainwell is the ultimate remote one-on-one personal training service that matches you with your own trainer who builds an entire fitness plan that will work around your lifestyle needs and goals, all in one convenient app.
Up next is 30 seconds of side plank dip.
It's super easy to get started. You just take a quick quiz and you get matched with the trainer. Then you hop on a call so that they can get to know you and create a customized plan for your fitness goals.
Great to see you, Sunday. How are things going? It seems like things have maybe been a bit of a whirlwind.
My life is always changing. At home right now in California, I came back to like recuperate and everything. So having that real human accountability alongside me
Up next is 30 seconds of flutter kick.
is honestly the main reason I've been able to stay consistent. Like, even though I know working out is what I need right now, I couldn't imagine just jumping back into a workout after all I just experienced.
That's time.
That was challenging even without the weights. My trainer Jill is gonna whip me back into shape before summer hits. Having someone else with you on the journey, helping to hold you accountable, is so effective.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cannot recommend Train Well more. Just head to the link in the description box, take a quiz, and you can get matched with your own personal trainer, and you can get 14 days free. I can't believe that little workout was that challenging. I didn't even have any weights. I cannot wait until everything is just back to normal and I can get back to my usual life. I do not like having my whole life derailed like this, especially unexpectedly. Thank you so much for actually like worrying about me. I was seeing a lot of y'all were like asking, leave Japan for good? Are you gonna go back? It has actually never been my goal to live full time in Japan. I've always wanted to migrate my butt back here to California. Like even before I moved to the house in Kamakura, I was like debating whether I should do that or if I should start taking like searching for a house in California more seriously. Buying a house has always been one of my biggest goals of my entire life, and I think I'm kind of ready to buy, but the problem is where and why. So the options are, number one, buy a house for myself here in Japan, somewhere very close to Tokyo, because I still have to go to work in Tokyo, but I don't want to live in Tokyo at all. I want to live in the countryside. Option number two is buy an investment property here in Japan, rather in Tokyo or in Kyoto. Sounds fun, but I just know it's going to be kind of a lot of work to organize my taxes. Option number three, buy a home for myself in California. Again, I want very similar things, kind of. I just want a home in the countryside of California. Ideally, I would want a property in Big Bear. That would be the best, but they're very pricey right now. And then there's also the last option, which is buy an investment property in California. That's probably the smartest move. So it's always been my goal to leave. Talk about a sixth sense, because before all of this happened, I was talking about how I don't have nothing to show for in my own country. Like I don't have, and it was just making me feel so uncomfortable. This is before, by the way. I was just like, yeah, I'm not comfortable anymore putting all my time, money, effort, and energy into building something in a country where I don't even have permanent residency, in a country where I'm just seen as a visitor, right? People were saying like, oh, you're so accomplished, you're so well off, you got these houses, you got these businesses, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I actually do not feel very accomplished at all. Like quite the opposite. I feel like I'm so behind. I've been spending all of my time building things in Japan, and that actually made me feel unaccomplished. I'm like, I need to start establishing something for myself in my home, where I have citizenship, where I can vote. Just before all of this went down, I don't really want to say too much because all these videos are going to be coming out soon. There's actually so much stuff that happened. Like I cannot wait to catch y'all up on everything. I had started making moves and I was doing so many things I actually finally accomplished. Obtaining, I don't want to say too much, but I basically got like some kind of permanent footing in Japan. And you would think like, oh, okay, now you're going to stay here forever. No, this permanent footing would allow me to leave, basically, or just be able to leave. I don't want to say too much just now. I'm gonna hurry up and get all of these videos out so I can catch everybody up. I started laying the groundwork to finally do this whole split life living thing that I've been wanting to do for so long. And then this happened. Yo, actually insane. It is so crazy because before all of this happened, I had filmed this video. I ended up throwing it out because I felt like it was a little bit too negative, but somebody had told me like, I'm so jealous of you for living in Japan. I can only visit for like long lengths of time. And I was telling them like, actually no, please don't be jealous because the grass ain't greener. Like y'all, I filmed this video talking about how I actually feel like Japan is so much better when you're just visiting. Everything you get from living here is quite a headache. Like it's not fun at all, is what I've come to realize after all these years. Like, okay, now you're paying taxes in another language. Now you gotta deal with the outdated healthcare system. It's so much more fun to just come and just enjoy it without all of the, I don't know the vocabulary word for it, bureaucracy. Everybody living here will tell you the exact same thing. It's like, it's not until you get into all the systems of this society that you realize like, ooh. You know what I mean? I don't know, Japan has a lot of work to do on itself. They don't want to change, they don't want to upgrade, they don't want to listen to nobody else. They're just kind of like stuck in their ways in so many areas, and it makes living in Japan very, very difficult. And it's not just for the foreigners. As small as Japan is, they have one of the highest rates for a reason. Like, people are miserable here. It's like you have to be a very specific type of person, or like there's no other option, really. They're just trying to force people to be a very specific way. And yes, it looks so great from the outside. Like, you come in and visit, it's clean, it's safe, everything's orderly, you know how everything works, everyone's on the same script. But it's just like, what does that actually entail? How does that work? And how do the people actually feel about that? People are individuals. We're not all the same. We're not robots. I don't really have a problem with a lot of this stuff, but like, I would have not survived childhood. The way these children are brought up, there's no way on the earth I could have done it. So many of my YouTuber friends, anyone who's been living here long term, everyone's having the exact same opinion right now. Japan is changing. This whole anti-foreigner, anti-immigration thing is actually like a thing. It has been growing so much, like very recently. It's like actually a problem. A week before all of this happened, my family was actually here in Japan visiting, and this is the first time that we experienced not one, not two, not three, but there were 4 separate anti-foreigner situations. Like, I felt so bad. It was like 2 of those instances, these Japanese people were being extremely mean to my mother, and she did not do anything. And she's like me, she has a really kind heart. She's not about to lash out or anything like that. So even though they were like saying or doing mean things to her, she was still like being nice. And like, watching this, I almost lost it, y'all. I was like, oh, you're not about to be disrespecting my mother in front of me while I watch her like still be nice to you. Absolutely not. And this never happens. My mother loved Japan. She loved Japan so much, she would have a blast every single time that she visited. This last trip, I cannot believe we were having so many issues. What was different this time? And I think it's because it was mostly just my family, which is just a group of Black people. Usually I travel with some of my Japanese friends or some of my white friends or something, but this time it was just all Black people. So I was like, is that what it was? Because what was different this time? I don't know if it's the new prime minister allowing the people to like finally voice their opinions. Even in Kyoto, the same shop that I would go to every single time to get my souvenirs before I head back on the Shinkansen, like, y'all, this was the worst one. This one lady at the cash register was being so mean to us, and it made absolutely no sense. And I was even speaking fully in Japanese, so you can't be like, well, you know, you foreigners. Nope. I knew she'd understand everything I was saying. I understood everything she was saying. I have no idea why she was going out of her way to just be this dang difficult and rude. It was actually crazy, my poor mother. But yeah, it happened 4 separate times during that same trip, and when they left, they were like, yeah, you know what, I'm good on Japan. A lot of citizens now feel comfortable outwardly showing their dislike for foreigners and these immigration policies. It's like, oh yeah, now I can finally say something. And then a lot of them are just being coerced and manipulated into thinking that there is some kind of issue. The foreigners are the scapegoat for like every issue in Japan. I don't know what this even, like, y'all, they even started making like some really drastic changes to certain laws and policies that have really negatively affected the foreigners living in Japan. You can literally walk down the street and they got these anti-immigration rallies and protests and all kind of stuff going on right now, and it's very uncomfortable. I really don't know, but things are absolutely changing there. And also, I got a lot of y'all's comments and everyone seemed extremely concerned for me. Everybody was like, girl, don't go back to Japan. This was all orchestrated. Girl, you being set up. Do not go back. Once again, telling me not to go back. Y'all, if I end up, thank you so much for looking out for me, you guys, but I don't think you need to really worry. Cannot give too many details over the internet, but in terms of that package, there was no malicious intent. Can't really say the same for the rest of this situation and how everything progressed. All of that made absolutely no sense. And honestly, someone on the inside told me something, but I'm not even, y'all, when I say I'm so done with this, it's not even funny. This needs to be, I'm not the type that likes to sit and stew and wallow and no, it's done deal. I'm going on with my life. The devil is not getting any more of my time. So yeah, as awful as all of this was, I do not hate Japan. I do not hate Japan. I hate corrupt, unjust systems, period. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, I hate all of Japan now. Like, that's just not how I work. I'm really not a very hateful person. I don't like to harbor any negativity. Yo, I've had a really difficult life, and that is exactly why I have gone out of my way to make sure that my adult life is just pure happiness and peace. Like, I don't bother nobody. I don't do nothing. Y'all, the way I be minding my own business, head down, working hard, loving my cat, my friends, my family, like, I am a chronically ill person. I'm not trying to get into y'all. But yeah, for everyone asking me, do I still want to live in Japan? Am I gonna go back to Japan? Like, right now, Japan is my home. I've been living there for over the past 10 years, so like, my feelings towards Japan really hasn't changed. I know this was an awful, horrible, ugly, traumatizing thing. I've actually been through so much, and I learned very, very early on, like, I'm not gonna let one thing, one person, one entity, one establishment persuade my judgment for the whole. Like, there are plenty of entities, like the healthcare system, that I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like let this one thing change the way I feel about everything else. Now, has this made me a lot more eager, anxious to leave? Absolutely. I already didn't want to live in Japan full time, but like after this, thank you for the push, because now I'm about to take this a lot more seriously. I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to go. I was already ready to go. I don't need to live in Japan to enjoy Japan. Like, I can like you from afar. You don't need to be getting my hard-earned tax money, tax dollars. Also, I do not want y'all to hate Japan or not visit Japan just because of my misfortunes. Like, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you what to do. Like, if you now feel unsafe, facts, those are your feelings. You have every right. But yeah, it is definitely not my intent to like poop on Japan. I didn't make that video to be like, look what they did to me. Everybody, let's hate Japan. That wasn't the point. The point was just like, look what they do. I think it is very important that everyone should know how things work and how things are dealt with. That's it. Do what you will with that information. That's all I got to say. I am ready to just keep moving forward. I'm not stewing in nothing. The enemy will not win. You will not get anything else out of me. So yeah, that is the update, which kind of, I feel like I didn't give y'all enough information, but I promise you guys are gonna get all caught up really, really soon on all this stuff that I have been working on prior to this. I hope to get all those videos out soon, but yeah, we're just continuing on with life. Just got some groceries from Uber Eats. One of the biggest shocks I had coming to Japan was the lack of fruit. And the fruit that they do have is so expensive. So this little thing of grapes cost me $8, but it was on sale. It's normally like $14, $15 from a cheap store. Their fruit is so expensive, but like every time you get some fruit, it'd be the most beautiful junk. Like, it looked like it got devil fruit powers. It looks like one of them grapes that they be eating in cartoons, but just so dang expensive. I dropped one, and you know I'm about to eat it because that's like $2. Got a butt ton of produce: spinach, cilantro, bok choy, carrots, onions, potatoes, cherry tomatoes. What is this? Something also in a bag that it doesn't need. Cucumber. An avocado that definitely feels really bad. Oh my god, I'm asking for a refund. Sweet potatoes, eggplant, ginger, garlic, lettuce, green onion, a leek, and zucchini. That's pretty much it for the fresh produce. I don't know how that happened, but I accidentally bought a bento. You're gonna eat this. See, I don't buy bentos because I cook. I guess I'm having salmon for lunch and I just took out the chicken. Salad chicken, pre-boiled eggs, but these are like flavored. They're so delicious. This is my absolute favorite Greek yogurt in Japan. I got some protein drinks and yeah, more Greek yogurt. And then I just got a bunch of other random stuff like kimchi and little sides and sauces and stuff like that. cutest old man just came to my door. He was like a city official, and he was speaking Japanese, and I could understand what he was saying, but I'm like, again, I can't respond properly. I don't have the vocabulary for such circumstances, but I get what you're saying. Oh my gosh. So he was like trying his best to speak to me in English. You could tell it was like really exciting for him. He was so happy to use English. He's like, okay, from April, Monday and Thursday, we're gonna be changing the trash system. He didn't use all them vocabulary words. It was just, you know, little sight words, but it was so cute. He was so excited, and he repeated it like 12 times. I have this specific instance so often. Like, hitori desu. Like, I live here by myself, just one person, and it takes so long to get over those 2 hurdles, and it's the same thing every single time. Like, a while ago, the water company came to ask me why I was consuming so much water. Obviously, I have the garden, so I use a lot of water. And I had people visiting, so I was running the washing machine like non-stop. And she was just like, yeah, so how many people are in the house? And I'm just me. She's like, no, not how many houses. How many people live in the house? Just me. Just you in this big old house by yourself. Nobody else. And I'm just like, ma'am, I'm from California. We like space. I know you like to cram into one Cracker Jack box and share a futon, but it's not really my style, and I need a garage, and you ain't got one, so that means like 2 rooms is a junk room. So funny. And then right now it was the same exact thing. He's like, okay, I guess whoever used to live here was named Kawasaki, and he's like, Kawasaki's not living here anymore. It's you and Kawasaki. I was like, ain't no Kawasaki. It's just me. Hitori desu. And that took forever. And then he was trying to go over the days of when the trash would be out here. He's like, Monday and Thursday. And he's like, okay, so what's your name? I'm like, Sunday. He's like, no, not on Sunday. It's on Thursday and Monday. I'm like, no, I'm Sunday. Yo, it's the same struggle in Japanese every single time. I wonder how like strange or uncommon it is to have a house by yourself. I don't know why. In my head that is not strange at all. It's like, I think because my rent is less than like the twins' rent in Tokyo, I'm like, y'all are paying more than me for these tiny Cracker Jack boxes. Anyways, I think it's strange for you to suspect that I have some husband with me arguing all day and all night in order to get a house. That's strange. Ain't nobody in here to argue it but Cat. Okay, also what I want to say, this sucks. Shoot. So from spring, oh no! Oh, well that's kind of good. Spring, it looks like they're changing to like the American system. I have been complaining about this for years. I'm like, I wish we had a trash can. Like, just, can we stop with this whole community net thing? It's so annoying. They're like showing how you could store your trash in like a trash can or a bucket or something. You have to cover it though, because the crows is on some other stuff and they will open that mug. I'm actually kind of excited about having my own trash can, because then that means I have more space, but at the same time, this means you can't get away with throwing stuff away that is not supposed to be thrown away. Oh, you want to be on your P's and Q's, because if you throw away something that ain't regulated, it ain't done properly, they don't know it's you because it came from your house. Before, like, you can get away with accidentally throwing away something that you weren't really supposed to throw away because it's like a community thing. Like, who did it? I don't know. Now you definitely ain't gonna get away with it. We're gonna know exactly who did what. Oh shoot, let me get my life together, y'all. And again, if you're interested in Trainwell, just go to the link, take a quiz, and get matched with your own personal trainer, and get started with 14 days free.